husband had of him.
He did bespeak a chain for me, but had it not.
When as your husband, all enraged today, came to my house and took away my ring, the ring I saw upon his finger now, straight after did I meet him with a chain.
That may be, but I did never see it. Come, jailer, bring me where the goldsmith is. I want to know the truth here at large.
God for thy mercy! There it is again!
Naked swords, let us find out that they may be bound to
Away, they'll kill us.
I see these witches are afraid of swords.
She that would be your wife just ran from you.
Go to the centaur, fetch ourselves from thence, for I greatly long that we were safe and sound the door.
Faith, let us stay here this night. They will surely do us no harm. You see, they speak us fair, give us gold. Methinks they're such a gentle nation that were it not for the mountain of bad flesh that lays claim to me, I could find it in my heart to stay here and turn witch.
I will not stay tonight for all the town. Therefore, away, get ourselves aboard.
I am sorry, sir, that I hindered you, but I protest. He had the chain of me, though most dishonestly he doth deny it.
How is the man esteemed here in the city?
A very reverend reputation, of credit infinite, highly beloved, second to none that dwells in this city. His word might have borne my wealth at any time.
Speak softly, yonder as I think he walks.
'Tis so, and that self-same chain about his neck which he forswore most monstrously to have. Good sir, come here to me. I'll speak to him. Signor Antipholus, I wonder much that you would put me to such shame and trouble, and not without some scandal to yourself of circumstance and oh so to deny, the chain which now you wear so openly. And beside the charge, shame, imprisonment, you have done wrong to this, my honest friend, who but for staying on our controversy, had hoisted sail and put to sea today. This chain you had of me, can you deny it?
I think I had, sir, I deny it not.
Yes, that you did and forswore it too.
Who heard me to deny it or forswear it?
These ears of mine thou knowest did hear thee. File thee, wretch! 'Tis a pity that thou livest to walk where any honest man resort.
Thou art a villain to impeach me thus. I'll prove my honor and my honesty to thee presently if thou darest stand.
I dare, and to defy thee for a villain.
Oh, hurt him not, for God's sake, he is mad. Some get within him and take his sword away. Bind Romeo to and bring him to my house.
Run! Run!
Answer, here's a priory. We're spoiled. In. Be quiet, people! Wherefore throng you hither?
To fetch my poor distracted husband hence. Let us come in that we may bind him fast and bring him home for his recovery.
I knew he was not in his perfect wits.
I am sorry now that I did draw on him. How long hath this possession held the man?
Just this week he hath been heavy, sour, sad, much different from the man he was. But till this afternoon his passion never broke into extremity of rage.
Hath he not lost much wealth by wreck of sea? Buried some dear friend? Hath not else his eyes strayed his affection and unlawful love? A sin prevailing much in youthful men who give their eyes liberty to wander. Which of these sorrows is he subject to?
It be none of these, except it be the last, namely some love that called him off from home.
You should for this have reprehended him.
Why, so I did,
I would not roughen up,
as roughly as my modesty would let me,
haply in private.
and in assemblies too.
I was not enough.
It was the copy of our conference. At bed he slept not for my urging it, at board he fed not for my urging it. Alone it was the subject of my
sport and life-preserving rest to be disturbed would mad a man or beast. The consequence is that thy jealous fits have moved thy husband from the use of wits.
She never reprehended him but mildly, when he demeaned her rough, rude, and wildly. Why bear you these rebukes and answer not?
She does betray me to my own reproof. Good people, enter and lay hold on him.
No! Not a creature enters in my house.
And let your servants bring my husband forth.
Neither. He took this place for sanctuary, and it shall privilege him from your hands till I have brought him to his wits again, or lose my labor in assaying it.
I will not hence and leave my husband here, and ill it doth beseem your holiness to separate the husband and the wife.
Be quiet, your heart. Thou shalt not have him.
Complain unto the Duke of this indignity.
Come, go. I will fall prostrate at his feet, and never rise until my tears and prayers have won his grace to come in person hither and take perforce my husband from the abbess.
By this I think the dial points at 5. Anon I'm sure the Duke himself in person comes this way to this melancholy vale, the place of death and sorry execution, behind the ditches of this abbey here.
Upon the cause.
To see a reverend Syracusian merchant who put unluckily into this bay against the laws and statutes of this town, beheaded publicly for his offense.
See where they come. We shall hold him to death.
Kneel to the Duke before he has the abbey.
Yet once again proclaim it publicly. If any friend will pay the sum for him, he shall not die. So much we tender him.
Justice, most sacred Duke, against the abbess.
She is a virtuous and a reverend lady. It cannot be that she hath done thee wrong.
May it please your grace, Antipholus, my husband, whom I made lord of all of me, and all I had, at your most important letters, this ill day a most outrageous fit of madness took him, that he desperately hurried through the streets with his attendant, all as mad as he, until once did I get him bound and sent him home. There he broke from those who had the guard of him, and, with his mad attendant, each filled with ire for passion and with drawn swords, madly bent on us and chased us away, until with the raising of more aid we came again to bind them, whether they chase unto this abbey, and here the abbess shut the gates on us, never suffering to let him out, nor suffering us to go in and bring him forth. Therefore, most gracious Duke, with thy command, let my husband be brought forth and borne hence for help.
Go, some of you, knock at the abbey gate and bid the lady abbess come to me. I will determine this before I stir.
Justice, most secret Duke, oh grant me justice! Even for the service that long since I did thee, when I withstood thee in the wars and took deep scars to save thy life. Even for the blood that then I lost for thee, now grant me justice.
Unless the fear of death doth make me dote, I see my son Antipholus, and Romeo.
Justice, sweet prince, against that woman there, she whom thou gavest to me to be my wife, that hath abused and dishonored me, even in the strength and height of injury. Beyond imagination are the wrongs that she this day hath shameless thrown at me.
Discover how, and thou shalt find me just.
This day, great Duke, she shut the doors upon me, while she with harlots feasted in my house.
A grievous fault.
Say, woman, didst thou so?
God doth know you done all today with me and my sister. All this is false, he burdens me with all.
Ne'er may I look on day, nor sleep on night, but she tells to your highness simple truth.
O perjured woman, they are both forsworn. In this, the man justly charged.
My liege, I am advised what I say, neither disturbed with the effect of wine, nor heady rash provoked with raging ire, albeit my wrongs might make one wiser mad. This woman this day did lock me out from dinner. This goldsmith there, when he unpacked with her, could witness it, for he was with me then, who parted with me to go and fetch a chain, promising to bring it to the Porpentine where Balthazar and I did dine together. Our dinner done, and he not coming thither, I went to seek him. In the street I met him, and in his company that gentleman. There did this perjured goldsmith swear me down that I this day of him received the chain, which God he knows I saw not. For the which he did arrest me with an officer. I did and sent my peasant home for certain ducats. He with none returned. Then fairly I bespoke the officer to go in person with me to my house. On the way we met my wife, her sister, and a rabble more of vile confederates. Along with them they brought one pinch, a hungry, lean-faced villain, mere anatomy, a mountain, a threadbare juggler and fortune teller, a needy, hollow-eyed, sharp-looking wretch, a dead-looking man. This pernicious slave, forsooth, took on him as conjurer, and gazing in my eyes, feeling my pulse, and with no face as 'twere outfacing me, cries out I was possessed. Then altogether they fell upon me, bound me, bore me thence, and in some dark and dankish vault at home there left me and my man, both bound together, till, gnawing with my teeth the bonds asunder, I gained my liberty, and immediately ran hither to your grace, whom I beseech to give me ample satisfaction for these deep shames and great indignities.
My lord, in truth, thus far I witnessed with him, that he died not home, but was locked out.
But had he such a chain of thee, or no?
He had, my lord, and when he ran in here, these people saw the chain about his neck.
Besides, I will be sworn these ears of mine heard you confess you had the chain with him, after you first were sword on the mart. And thereupon I drew my sword on you, and then he fled to his abbey here, from whence I think you are come by miracle.
I never came within these abbey walls, nor ever didst thou draw thy sword on me. I never saw the chain, so help me heaven, and this is false, you burden me with all.
Why, what an intricate impeach is this? I think you all have drunk of Circe's talk. They fear you out to here he would have been. If he were mad, he would not plead so coldly. You say he died at home. The goldsmith there denies that saying. Sirrah, what say you?
Sir, he dined with the bear at the clothing time.
He did. And from my finger he snatched that ring.
'Tis true, my liege, this ring I had of her.
And sawest thou him enter at the abbey here?
As sure, my liege, as I do see your grace.
This is strange. Go, call the abbess hither. I think you are all mated or stark mad.
Most mighty Duke, vouchsafe me speak a word. Haply I see a friend will save my life, and pay the sum that may deliver me.
Speak freely, Syracusian, what thou wilt.
Is not your name, sir, called Antipholus? Is not that your bondman, Dromio?
Within this hour am I bondman, sir, but he, I think, am not into my cords. Now my Dromio is man unwrapped.
I'm sure you both of you remember me.
Are not hinges patient, are you, sir?
Why look you strange on me? You know me well.
I never saw you in my life till now.
Oh, grief hath changed me since you saw me last, and careful hours with time's deformed hand bring strange features in my face. But tell me yet, dost thou not know my voice?
Neither.
Dromio, nor thou.
No, sir, nor I.
I am sure thou dost.
I am sure I do not. And whatsoever a man denies, you are now bound to believe him.
Know my voice. From time's extremity, hast thou so cracked and slitted my poor tongue in 7 short years, that here my only son knows not my feeble key of untuned cares? Tell me thou art my son Antipholus.
I never saw my father in my life.
But 7 years since in Syracuse, a boy, thou knowst we parted. But perhaps, my son, thou shamest to acknowledge me in misery.
The Duke and all that know me in this city can witness with me that it is not so. I ne'er saw Syracuse in my life.
I tell thee, Syracusian, 20 years have I been patron to Antipholus, during which time he ne'er saw Syracuse. I see thy age and dangers make thee dote.
Most mighty Duke, behold a man
for 2 fair sons. If thou be the same Aegean, speak, and speak unto the same Amalia. I dream not thou art Amalia. Thou art she. Tell me, where is that son that floated with thee on the fatal raft? Banenta of Epidamnum. He and I and the twin Dromio were all taken up. But by and by, rude fishermen of Corinth by force took Dromio and my son from me, and me they left with those of Epidamnum. What then became of them I cannot tell. I to this fortune that you see me in.
Why, here begins his morning story right. These 2 Antipholuses, these 2 so like, and these 2 Dromios, besides her urging of her wrecked sea, these are the parents to these children, which accidentally are met together. Antipholus, thou camest from Corinth first.
Not I, sir. I came from Syracuse.
Stay, stand apart, I know not which is which.
I came from Corinth, my most gracious lord.
And I with him, brought to this town by Duke Menaphon, your most renowned uncle.
But say, which of you 2 did dine with me today?
I, gentle mistress.
And are you not my husband?
No, I say nay to that.
As do I. Yet she did call me so.
And this fair woman, her sister,
Did call me brother. What I say then? I hope I shall have leisure to make good, lest this be not a dream I see in here. This, sir, is the chain which you had of me. I think it be, sir. I did not deny it.
and you, sir, for this chain, arrested me.
I think it be, sir, I did not deny it.
I sent you money, sir, to be your bail, by Dromio here, but I think you brought it not.
No, none by me. This purse of ducats I received from you, and Dromio, my man, didn't bring them me. And yet I see we still didn't meet each other's men, and I was ta'en for him, and he for me. And thereupon these are heirs of roses.
These ducats pawn I for my father here.
It shall not be. Thy father hath his life.
Sir, I must have that diamond from you.
Here, take it. And much thanks for my good cheer.
Renowned Duke, vouchsafe to take the pains to go with us into the abbey here, and hear at large discourse of all our fortunes, and all that are assembled in this place, and by the sympathized in one day's error have suffered wrong. Go keep us company, and we shall make full satisfaction. 21 years have I gone but in travail of you, my sons, until this present hour my heavy burden there delivered. The Duke, my husband, my children both, and you the calendars of their nativity, go to a gossip's feast and go with me. After so long grief, such festivity.
With all my heart I'll gossip at this feast.
Master, shall I fetch yourself from shipboard?
Romeo, what stuff of mine hast thou embarked?
He speaks to me. I am your master, Dromio. We'll look to those matters anon. For now, embrace thy brother. Rejoice with him.
Methinks you are my class and not my brother. I see by you I'm a sweet-faced youth. You welcome to see their gossiping.
Not I, sir. You're my elder.
That's a question. How shall we try?
been thus. We came into this world like brother and brother. Let's go hand in hand, not one before another.
They are Anu, our really wonderful assistant stage manager,